Hi guys, following PABrewNews. I'm bored out of my brain. Night off from work, tomorrow off from work. Watching some weird Spanish horror films for They Must Be Sure on Sight later episodes. Figured I'd do a beer review. Listening to some Faith No More. Victory's Black Forest Cake Stout. Get it into the bottle and tell you how to boot it. Oh, pouring real nice, dark, tight head, small bubbles. Let's take it all the way up. Leave some in the glass or in the bottle. This is from their Blackboard series, Victor Brewing Company from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Hey, cheers. This is the Black Forest Cake Stout with cherry, release number 7, year 2017, so it's got some age on it. Ale with cherry juice added. Enjoy by February something 2018, PA Fresh. Excellent, because I didn't buy this very long ago. But this comes in at 7.5 alcohol by volume. And I was in Germany many years ago. And Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte, Black Forest Cake, is one of the things that, like, we all just, the wife I had at the time and I were just like, okay, this is what we have to find and this is what we have to eat. So before we went over there, we even told my friend about it, and he was like, oh, no, don't worry, it's all over the place, we'll find it for you, no big deal. But while we were there, all the bäckereis, all the bakeries, no matter where we went, didn't have it. No matter where he took us. He was getting to the point where he was getting pissed because he couldn't find Black Forest Cake when we were there. And then he let us know when we got back to America. He's like, I dropped you off at the airport, and the first bakery I passed had it. A giant Black Forest cake with light shining upon it as heaven through the clouds. It was amazing. It's like, oh, well, there you go. So, Germany, you fucked me out of cake. Okay. Let's get an aroma on this. Wow. Bright cherry. You're getting whiffs of roasty, toasty, hint of char, smoke. Bringing nutty coffee with that. Definitely bringing a hint of dark chocolate with that baker's chocolate. And then that cherry's coming up with it. Very nice smelling beer. Absolutely. I was a little sad at 7.5. I like 17.5, but let's see. Alcohol legs actually sticking to the glass. Proteins riding the side of the glass. Really nice. Let's get into this one. Cheers. It's a bit thin. Nice creamy mouthfeel though. Nice creamy mouthfeel. That subtle cherry juice is through the whole thing. Very nice. Some of the other flavors, the chocolate, for example, could be bolder, richer, fudgier. Right now it's muted, very muted baker's chocolate, muted hints of dark chocolate. Those that are muted. They're smooth through the body. It's almost a oatmeal stout body. It is very creamy, very nice. Hint of those subtle sweetnesses. You're not really getting any milk chocolate sweetness out of this. It's more just that cherry juice, hints of that baker's chocolate, dark chocolate. That 70% cacao kind of chocolate kind of working away on the palate. You get a little bit of that nutty coffee in the background. I'd like to say you're getting some kind of oatmeal sweetness from the body itself, but it's very subtle. And then, of course, all the roasty, toasty goodness in the back, filling up the void. It's a nice, creamy body. I think the body overall is a bit thin, but it's only 7.5. But the mouthfeel is very creamy. I love the fact that the cherry is just a nuance that plays throughout the whole thing and never becomes over, aberrant into and muddling up other things. I just think it's a little nuancy with the overall chocolates. Which brings up to another point. Why the hell does German chocolate cake have coconut on it? Didn't see a lot of fucking palm trees when I was in Germany. You know what I mean? Check out that lacing. Sexy. You can still find this in areas around me for sure. It's drinking amazingly well. And it does have flavor compounds that it does remind you of a nice little Black Forest Gâteau. I've had a couple other different Black Forest cakes now that are a little bit more bolder, but they're in the 11-12% area, so they're going to be a little bit more bolder. But for technically a session strength stout at 7.5%, this is drinking amazingly well. Let's see what it says here. Sweet meets savory in our Black Forest cake stout with cherries. Roasted malt balances lush cherry flavors and ends with a bitter-sweet finish. Definitely with that 70% cacao kind of tone with the chocolate kind of going on. Definitely, I would agree with that one. Of course, Bill and Ron, brewmasters of Victory Brewing Company. Yeah, I know it's not, you know, imperialized, and it could be a little bit bigger and bolder and whatnot, etc. on a certain couple of matters, but I think it's actually going really well, and it's aging amazingly well too, because there's not any off flavors. Everything's still presenting itself, I think, accordingly, and everything's balancing itself. One isn't sticking out more than the other, so I think it's a 9 out of 10. I think it's really good, and it's not just because it's like 12:30 at night and I'm just bored off my tits watching Spanish horror films. So, this was all for PABrewNews. Thanks for commenting, Earth. Yeah. I'm glad I cracked this open. This has been Paul for PABrewNews. Cheers. Bye-bye.